Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? It is Saturday. No, this isn't a beer tasting video, but there is one coming up. But yeah, today I went to Horror-Rama, and yeah, it was pretty good. It was all right. Um, what made it suck was the weather, and I will show you the weather. Like, the weather pissed me off so much. I am wet. Everything is wet right now. My shirt is still wet because they didn't change my shirt. I took off my socks, my shoes, everything is wet. And I'll show you. Look at this shit. Look at this. It could have been a warm day on such a cool event. You know, I am so annoyed. I'm even bald heading this video. I can't even be bothered to put on my wet hat. Even though I have multiple hats, I just said, fuck it. You know what? Everybody knows I'm bald anyway. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this weather. My shoes on. Aside. It was sunny as fuck yesterday, and it's sunny. Supposed to be sunny as fuck tomorrow. Of course, today was something to do on a Saturday. Look at this. Look at this. Piss and rain everywhere. I know it's hard to tell in the video, but yes, it is raining like a motherfucker, and it's not even that late. Like normally the sun would still be up right now. I mean, it's up. It's just hidden behind all that shit. But anyway, yeah, that was. It should have been a better day, better weather. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm still annoyed and ranting, and because I was all freaking wet. And then I went to the liquor store to buy my beers, and they didn't have my hackers, so I had to buy Tuborg, and that's not a very okay. Before it was bought out by a Western company, North American company, it was good. It was actually really tasty. Then it was bought out by a North American company. They used the name and changed recipe, and now it doesn't taste good at all. It tastes like shit. But I didn't really know that until I bought it, and now, yeah, I'm still gonna drink it because I bought it. But yeah, anyway, after Horror-Rama, I went to a place. Well, it was Eyesore Cinema. It's a very popular place in Toronto for cinephiles, especially horror and underground people. And they had like an art thing going on. But the subway, some jackass decided today was a good day to wander around on the fucking tracks, which means that the subway was sort of shut down. Everybody, I'm sitting there waiting 5, 10, 15, fuck this shit. And I had to piss. So I just decided to walk. I walked about halfway, then went back into the subway station, and the trains were finally running at that point. So I guess if I waited, I could have, but it was just that mind fuck where you're just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think the train that I got on would have been the train I would have gone on in the first place because it was rammed full of people. So anyway, I go out to Eyesore Cinema, and they have it was called Terroronto. Oh, Terroronto, which is really cool. It was an art, like people selling their art kind of stuff. Really cool stuff, but I didn't really buy anything. And because I walked out in the piss rain, I was so mad. I just felt like I wasted that part of the day. So, yeah. Anyway, just a little story about what happened today. Now, I will get into what I just bought at Horror-Rama. I'll show the first thing. And this one, there's going to be a little bit of rage to a point. But a Phantom of the Opera, Amigo Phantom of the Opera, which is a film I'm really a fan of. But, hello, the packaging is not attached. So, part of it, I think, and I spent $30, you can see that. But anyway, yeah, part of it was already a little bit off. So, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. I don't save them for money. It's Amigo figures, so a lot of them are really worth a lot. Plus, because it was raining out, it went through my bag and it got damaged on the corner. And also, there was no leather faces there. I saw 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre things. I saw one, that Suspect Video, who actually organizes it, from what I understand, the Horror-Rama things. I'll talk about this more in a second. And they had a NECA Leatherface that was really cool. I've seen it before. $140 now. That was a little pricey for me. Now, had I gone in after a couple drinks, I probably would have bought it. Now, if it was $100, definitely I would have bought it. Hands down, I wouldn't have given a second thought. It would be, I would have it instead of this. I would have bought this. But anyway, yeah. And then there was a person had like pictures that like prints and stuff of, and it was like the movie poster, which I have on my wall. I actually have 2 of them on my wall. So it was like, yeah, no, I can go without that one. But yeah, there's no Leatherfaces anymore. You never find, they're so hard to find. And when you do, they're $140. But I am confident one day I will find that Leatherface, hopefully, possibly at Treehouse Collectibles, where I do actually come across random shit, and they're usually not crazy priced. So that's where I'm hoping. Treehouse Collectibles, yeah, my favorite stores. I don't get there that often because its location from where I live in Toronto, where it is in Toronto. I have to make a special trip just to go there. So, you know. Anyway, yes, this is Amigo figure. It's very well detailed, very well sculpted. The guy who sold it to me, actually, he said that he knows the guy that sculpted it, and he sculpted. I don't know who the guy was per se in terms of the horror community or the movie community, but he sculpted some figures for a project or a movie or something he had done. I think I don't quite remember what he had said, but anyway, so I thought that was pretty cool. But this is actually a very well sculpted figure. There, shot. This is just after the reveal scene in the film, but anyway, yeah, I'm happy with it, except for this and the damage that happened coming home, walking through the rain. So anyway, I'm gonna cough because I do have a bit of a cold still. Excuse me. And then I bought this. I thought it was kind of cool. $35 for both. Actually, doesn't matter. I'm taking it out of the bag. So where this was, they had Amigo Dracula, which was really cool, and Amigo Frankenstein that I didn't have already. So I was like, oh, it's one or the other, just the way they're priced. It's like one or the other. They're $30 each, or $25 each. And I was like, one or the other. I don't want $50, even though I isn't really a big amount for me to spend on a toy or a collectible. So I was debating on maybe buying them both or one or the other. And then I saw this and it was really cute. I had them both for $35. These plush toy Dracula and Frankenstein. So pull those out of the bag and we'll have a look. I didn't even really look at these. I just thought they looked so cute and so cool. I was like, okay, I'll buy the two of those. But, Frankenstein, Leatherface, American Werewolf in London, Night of the Living Dead, I'm on board. King Kong 1933. Did I say 33 already? I don't know. But, this is actually really cute. It's got the electrode things in his neck, and, he's green as he always is. Even though it's a black and white film, he's always green. But I really like it. It's cute. It's got, what company is this? Finny, or Fonny? I don't know, whatever that is. I'm not familiar with this company. So let's see something in the back. Universal Monsters. Yeah, it's got the usual. Oh, it's a NECA. It's part of NECA. So, all right. Well, that's cool. That's good. Big NECA fan. So, but I do like this. It's cute. He's got kind of a brush cut going on. His hair is all nice and tidy. But yeah, I like this. It's different because I don't really have a lot of plush things. I got like two. I got a Leatherface that's really small, and I have to get another. There's two versions of the one I have. I got the frowny face one. There's a happy face one, which I want to find. But there's this, and then the Dracula one. The Dracula one looks really cute, really cool. I like that. Look at that. The only thing, it's a Bela Lugosi Dracula, and little fun fact, Bela Lugosi did not wear fangs when he played Dracula. So that's a little bit of an error, but whatever. It's a toy. It's a stuffed toy. Now it's NECA, so I actually really like that. What's the Frankenstein one look like? Okay, yeah, I like these. I'm going to keep these tags on it anyway, but these tags look really cute, really cool. But I'm really happy with these. I'm glad I bought these instead of the Mego toys. Nothing against Mego. I love Mego. I got one right there, but it's just, they're different, and they're plush, and they're fun, and they're cute. Ah, look at them. Oh, they're giving me kisses. Mama. Okay, that was weird, but I'm weird. But anyway, if you watched this all the way, thank you so much. If you got any of these and any of the stuff I bought, or if you were at Horror-Rama today, you're from Toronto, drop a comment. Now, also, a thing I want to add too, I I didn't really know any of the guests, movie guests, or any of the movies. So I have nothing to say about that. And I was feeling weird walking by and just like, okay, you're in a movie, you're in a movie, you're in a movie. You guys are all cool, but I'm just gonna walk by pretending I'm cool because I have nothing to say to you guys because I don't know your film. Sorry, and I feel really bad. Not even bad. I just feel like a nerd. Like that's why I prefer going with people. A lot of times I end up going alone. I'll talk to people. No one's into the stuff that I'm into. Like most of my friends are, oh no, I want to watch the next Seth Rogen film. Well, so do I, but I also want to watch a movie where a guy that looks like Seth Rogen cuts someone's head off and eats their brain. What's wrong with that? You're weird. I know. But anyway, yes, if you watched this all the way, thank you so much. If you want to subscribe, help me get up to 1,000 subs. I'd really appreciate that. If you want to comment some of the collectibles, and like I said, if you're from Toronto and you were there, or if you were someone that was actually hosting a booth or whatever, yeah, comment. Tell me you probably got a few stories, people you've talked to. I'd really appreciate that. Like, comment, all that regular stuff. Anyway, until the next one. Bye.